I here and I was waiting for a meeting to begin, and then they decided to cancel the session. And I'm finding myself prepared and preparing for something that never happened, and I thought to do a recording regarding it. Um, we go through life and we prepare, and we can prepare for things that we know that is going to happen and that will cause an impact on our lives, and we can prepare for things that may never happen. Personally, it's not something I used to do, but I've started doing it because I found that when you are unprepared, even if it is a customary and something that may never happen, you are more likely to be hurt by the situation. You're more likely to be distanced from the situation. And so I thought to begin to prepare for things that may never happen. And what I do, I use movies and I watch movies, and I think of the scenarios that are in place, and I'm saying to myself, well, personally, I wouldn't really be going through these things because some of these things are really cultural and they are exaggerations of real life. Even if you listen to music, you will find that it is the same thing. They become exaggeration of what might happen in real life, but not to the extent that they're showing it to you. And I started to do it because I started a Master of Science in Psychology, and it required me to go outside of myself because in order to assist persons, then I would have to go outside of myself to assist persons, and you have to be prepared for things that they are going through and that you might never have gone through. It doesn't make it any different. It doesn't make it any better or any worse. It's just a different situation, a different lifestyle, a different personality, many different things that are different, but the situation is still not different, still the same. And then you find that when it comes to the physical side of it, the body only has two sides to it, a good side and a bad side. You get angry or you get happy. You release endorphins or you release serotonin and flight and fight response and all of those things. And so you have to find that you have to look after yourself to make yourself better, to put yourself in a position to be able to assist yourself in a good quality way. I mean, I know it sounds a little bit roundabout, but that's just the point. That's just the point. Life doesn't always come at you in a straight line. And I remember a picture that they showed about success, and it shows you starting from one point and moving around and around in so many different points. And by the time you get to the end to success, you would have thought that you would have gotten there in one straight line, but there are different ways that we can interpret that picture. But at the end of the day, you have to be serious. You have to be aware of your life. You cannot commit more than you can give. And there are times when you have to commit to give, although you have not received, because life, saving life and saving the planet becomes the major and most important thing. It becomes the thing that we need to do for us, for our families, and for the world. Because we all have to save this one planet because we all have to live in this planet. I remember there's this little note that says we have to all live together or prepare to die together. And I'm not really interested in dying. I want to live. And I've been doing things that align with life and with living, taking supplements, doing things that are distance in terms of investment financially for the future so you can have the betterment that is required when you get there and beat the inflation that is coming and I will know is coming. And so these are things that we need to do. These are things that we need to prepare for. And it is very important, very important. I'm Dr. Sandra May Carr-Moore, finalizing on my Master's of Science in Psychology with the UNICAF Universities and Liverpool John Moore University. They have accepted me as from 2016 as an fully online student, and I completed last year, and they are now working on ratifying. I think I might have gone ahead and started something brand new that nobody has ever done. So I'm just awaiting for them to align my dissertation project with the correct dissertation project assessment brief so that they can finish up on the thing. I think what has happened also is that I've gained so many. I went the long route into medicine, and I gained so many points, albeit not all aligned with medicine, some aligned with operations, production management, and marketing. They have come up together to be the amount that you would need for a PhD, but the program itself did not cipher or call for a PhD, called for a Master's of Science in Psychology. So it gets quite complicated, and I'm praying for them because I'm sure I did the exact same thing in principle of what was asked from the first module to this final module. And so we have to begin to make things reproducible. It has to operate on a principle. So on the principle of what was done then, that gave me a merit or a distinction, is the principle that was built on this one, which should do much of the same based on, because there are no attendance requirements. And so I'm working towards a PhD, and it would be I'm thinking public clinical psychology, or something that makes it scientific, that links man in his environment, which is really like health psychology. I'm at the health psychology now, which makes you a general practitioner, and with it would strengthen on that level, because it would include lecturing, and it will also include a bit of laboratory work, whether it is medical or testing. Is the same principle that you use to in the examination, whether you're going to see what is involved in the making and the coming together of a product, or if you want to see what is involved in the tissues and of the human body. You take samples from the human body, blood and urine and so forth, and you use it in laboratory to test. We use the same principle. So I'm thinking to finish up with Fordham University on their non-matriculated clinical psychology PhD program. And I'm seeing Harvard with a lot of fabulous free programs that align itself with medicine and public health that I would really love to be a part of. And that's one of the reasons why I chose medicine. Obviously, I'm a workaholic. I will not repent. It's not a bad thing. I tell you, it's not a bad thing. Anyways, this is a little bit of me. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. And please, if you need to talk, I'm here. Okay? Bye.